Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2018 Final Fantasy Randomizer Swiss Tournament, Round 1, Week 1, and we got a barn burner coming up for you right now. Monoci85, co-league champion of the inaugural Final Fantasy Randomizer League. He's going to take on iamtheschwarz. iamtheschwarz, a little bit newer to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Tournament and League. We don't know a lot about him. We know he's in A Link to the Past player for the randomizer. We know he definitely had some success there. Again, my name is Will Cleosis, and I'm joined tonight by Tilo and Papa Foys. They're going to be your two main commentators tonight. Tilo, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm looking forward to what should be a really good race with one of the best runners in the game. What are you looking forward to, Papa?
Really, really trolly stuff.
Looks like we have a white mage as our forced character. What do you think that makes people think about?
We might not see any dead party members this time. Curious to see, we've two red mages with the white mage and then one of each on the side of iamtheschwarz. We'll see how that plays out for the red mages if they are able to get some of the top tier black magic that the black mage will have access to.
And I believe we should just be ready to get going just about now.
It's a ghost. They have vanilla gold rapiers.
Got Fire 3 in the Black Magic Shop. That should be a nice early AoE.
It looks like we saw life in the level 1 magic shop as well. It's in the first slot. That means that both of the red mages that Monoci has with him are going to learn it, and he's picking it up right now already.
And the fighter will have it once he class changes to the knight as well.
That's right, and no slouch right next to it, Harm 4. In the second slot, that is the Harm slot. That is going to be unlearnable for both the Knight, if the Monoci chooses to class change to the Knight, and the Red Wizard.
I think the Schwartz just took an infight and then reset. We don't get to find out if the imps are dangerous yet, though.
iamtheschwarz looks like he's going to take a fight or two. He wants to move up to level 2. Monoci making a beeline for the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Excuse me, the Temple of Fiends.
Interesting if that's going to hurt him. Anything dangerous in here is going to kill his party off, and he doesn't have... I didn't think he bought any save items, so this is YOLO as can be right here, ladies and gents.
That's right, you only live once. It looks like, I think Monoci's plan here might be he's got the two red mages, and he's going to look to use the dual fire 3 shots. Instead of just having one party member that has the attack black magic to take out a pack, like even an imps or perhaps some bones that might pop up, he's looking to use 4 shots instead of 2 charges that he'll have, usually.
And he made a fool of us because he's got 10s.
Nice money to start off with.
How much was that, Papa Foys? 8,000?
8,187.
That's good. That'll get a lot of tenths for Monoci. That's going to get a lot of tenths for iamtheschwarz. It's going to cover a lot of level 2 magic, perhaps some armor as well.
Boy, they're rich coming out of this place. And the heal helmet. Oh no, and Garland kills the one with Fire 3. Oh no, that's terrible.
Veteran move by Monoci. He uses the tent right outside the Temple of Fiends. Never know what's coming. Could it be the bones with cremate? You don't know that. He's able to quickly, in this case it was Garland, he quickly resets, jumps right back, and he's going to get his money. Now he's got the information. He's going to go take out Garland with that type of information and try it again. Veteran move from Monoci. Very subtle, but this is why these things like this, that's how he won the inaugural Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament.
You mean the league?
Excuse me, yes, the inaugural Final Fantasy Randomizer League.
And Schwartz is going to make a nice play, go out, heal up a little bit more, be a little more resilient to that heat that Garland's bringing in this fight. Oh no, now he gets the Fire 3 off, but it doesn't kill. Oh, now it does. And we get a free canoe and a cube.
So with this, it looks like we're going to be heading around towards the dwarf cave now.
And Monoci not doing any Dan strats. Revives both of his dead party members. Cheap heals, cheap cures, really, really cheap tents. Those are nice tents right there. And you can't even be upset with 200 golds. Soft potions.
Something to notice here is that the bridge was not an NPC item. That tells us a lot of different things. It's going to be a canoe route. Our players are gonna go ahead and they're gonna have to go west and south to progress in this seed.
It should be noted that in the randomizer they have slightly changed the map so that you can head to the dwarf cave straight from here without needing the ship.
Also, without any NPC items, non-playable characters, giving our players the bridge, excuse me, that's going to tell us a lot of things about the placement of incentivized items and where it is that they could land, where it is that they couldn't land, and we're assuming at this point in time that our players aren't going to have to do any digging for any really required items. We're not quite sure yet. The ship could be required to move onto the floater, but we've got the canoe. The most important progression item in the early game is to get the airship to move to the second half of the game, and that airship requires the floater, but it's also canoe locked, but we've got the canoe piece in this case.
We haven't seen anything too crazy yet encounter-wise. Everything's been pretty timid. We have a black shirt
Exciting.
and a light axe. Really, two really nice pickups. Hopefully they remember to save after the credits, so we only have to see this one time. Oh, look at this hero run. So good. Expensive cabins. And no quest item here, so another place down on the notches here. Warp in level 4, learnable by the red mage.
That could get us a pretty early Ice Cave dive.
Invis 2 is learnable by the Red Wizard, I believe. It's in the 4th slot. Uh-oh, Monoci's going with the Brack strats. Ooh, lit 2 ogres.
Looks like we've seen our first problematic enemy. It is the ogres with lightning too, and it looks like they might like to use it, guys.
That's not the first ogre we've seen either. They were hiding that just for a special moment. Ooh, light 2.
We have light 2 in the 3rd slot, so the red mages can get it.
Oh my goodness. And the knight.
This is huge for Monoci. The red mage move gives him life and life 2 for the late game.
The knight learns the 3rd slot as well too, right? He learns 1 and 3.
Yes, that is correct at level 3.
So look at this, Monoci living the knight red mage dream right now. Nothing of note in the black magic level 3 shop.
Monoci, is he farming up real quick for a couple bucks to get something, or is he going to go ahead and move on to Crescent Lake?
Looks like he's moving on.
A volcano trip isn't out of the question, I don't think, here at this point, but I would think he checks out the Circle of Sages and sees what item he has waiting. Oh, he is going. He is going to go to the volcano. No, he's not.
It took me about 6 runs to learn this pathing of the new cutout, because now you can go from Elfland to the Ice Cave to the volcano to Crescent Lake or to Provoca.
Yeah, I still haven't figured it out at all.
While I am the short to finish up his shopping, Monoci's on his way to Crescent Lake to find out the item from the Sage, a progression item, very important item. We'd like to remind you to stay tuned to here on Randomania and the Randomania family of networks, 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. It's the Green Cleric. He's going to battle Magus in a first round action here in the 2018 Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament Swiss round. Looks like the Ogre Creep fight is unrunnable. We've seen our first stopgap unrunnable and an enemy with an AoE spell. But the Ogres, you don't see them too often. They're going to pop back up again in Earth Cave, though. So we'll see if that poses a potential future problem for our players.
We also have that 10 o'clock on the Randomania network. Esforzando versus Drumbordist at 10, so right after Green Cleric's done with Magius, you can hop right over into that matchup right after.
And we have our floater.
Woohoo! It always feels good when you have floater at 13 minutes.
Now, once you get the floater, what do you think Monoci wants to do?
I like to go to Provoca first and get that incentivized item from Vicky. Check those shops, and then you just kind of go and do all the free chests. As Monoci's fighter died, the Giants give him a big giant wallop in the face.
I would think that that is the best answer at this point in time, Provoca. Taking out the pirates and seeing what Vicky has, especially if Vicky has the tail. Because if Vicky gives that tail, Monoci can go ahead and then route in a visit to Bahamut if he, of course, elects to class change, which I certainly think he would given his party composition, along with checking the Cardia Islands and their loot.
And on Schwartz's side, we have a dead red mage. Oh, the pirates are just being ferocious. No! Alright, we have dead pirates. Let's see, what does Bicky reward us? And we have the crown. Now that makes routing a lot more interesting. It gives you a lot more options. Wow, houses are only $700. That's beautiful.
I would think Monoci does the Cardia Islands, does his class change. What he could do is he could route in learning the life and the life 2 for the night at that point. As he comes back down to the southern continent, and I would think turns in that crown with the airship and does the crown quest very quickly, and he's definitely going to take some of those treasures. I would think he does that to assess at his point that quick and free equipment and see how powerful he is, and then go from there.
On the plus side, the Knight can learn Heal 3 and Cure 3. On the negative side, Nuke is also level 2, so the Red Mage is probably not as interested in it.
And I was wrong. Monoci's going to raid the volcano really quick.
How deep do you think he goes?
I wouldn't think he goes past the armory. He probably wouldn't want to risk a wipe. We had an earlier matchup that's actually still going right now between Zarbi and Falconic, where Falconic just struggled with red gargoyles. They just beat him up and beat him up and beat him up, and he perished multiple times. I don't think Monoci would risk that at this point, given that he's at level 7.
He did buy a house, so we could see him try to pick the valuable fights here, although in the volcano there aren't too many of them. But try to pick out the better fights and level up a few. And then maybe go out, house, save, and continue on in here. As we see the Schwartz take down his pirates as well, and he's going to get his crown. So we could see some route divergence here. We'll see after Schwartz goes and does the shopping where he decides to go.
No sign of a vendor item yet, I don't believe. That leaves the only 2 possibilities left to be, 3 possibilities. The main 2 ones are Onrak and Gaia in the Northern Hemisphere, and the Caravan.
That Caravan can be a really trolly location.
We've already seen it happen already here in the Swiss tournament.
And we have the Power Gauntlets. That's going to be very useful.
Oh, he ran into the trap tile. He does have warp, doesn't he? Or did he not learn it yet?
I don't know if he learned it, but I don't think he has any level 4 charges now to use it anyway.
You're right, the Red Mages need to be level 10 for that. And we do see Schwartz going up to the islands. Oh, he gets a free gold bracelet. That's nice.
This is the route that we talked about earlier, guys, with I Am the Schwarz. He's going to go ahead and he's going to go to the Cardia Islands, and he's rewarded with a gold bracelet. So now, should he choose to make a move like Monoci did, going into the volcano, he'll be a little bit more equipped to do that.
Looks like Monoci is doing a volcano dive.
Yeah, you can't hate him for that. It's not a bad choice at this point, especially he's got the houses.
I will say that having heal 3 is nice after walking through all this lava.
Opal bracelet fine for I Am the Schwarz. Gold and opal, both in the Cardia Islands, paying off early.
He's gonna have nice defenses on his mages early. That'll be beneficial if he chooses to grind somewhere, or if he's just gonna try to progress as Monoci is. First ribbon sighted. Vorpal sword.
What's missing from I Am the Schwarz run here in the Cardia Islands is money. He just got a couple thousand, but that's all he's got to his name. I wonder how that might affect his plan a little bit, because when I make that run, I know I'm going to get a lot of money, and I'm planning to, you know, look to buy the shop item and certainly spells. I'd probably potentially going back to Melmond. Monoci's going to be covered for that. He's picked up a lot more chests here in the volcano, and we'll see if he goes after Carrie at this point. I certainly think that he will go ahead and go after her.
All right. Waterfall hype, everybody. This is extremely risky.
This is really risky.
I like it, but it's risky.
Oh, I absolutely love it. Low level, attack power, I would question. Armor is strong. It could be the finding of the opal bracelet and the gold bracelet here might have led I Am the Schwarz to make this move at this point. We're going to find out how it works out for him. Particularly interesting fight here with the mummies. We're going to see them again on the trap tile should he make it that far. He's got the light axe that casts harm too. It can really put a good dent into the mummies. Also the black shirt casting ice too as an AoE spell to definitely get some damage in.
Wow, this is a level 9 carry attempt.
Does Monoci have? Looks like he's gonna nuke her down and attack right at her. Confused status attacks are also very common against carry.
Thank you, nuke charges, and Monoci has his first orb lit.
I guess with level 2 nuke, there's no such thing as taking on an early fiend. Or taking on a fiend too early, that is.
Alright, he does have a warp charge now, so we are going to see him dive into the... In vanilla, this is unarguably the worst dungeon in the game. Call this the Nightmare Cave. And you can see the difference in the armor. Monoci's taking a lot more damage than the Schwarz is, especially on that fighter. Oh, we got an out-of-bounds bat sighting. Let's get our hypes in chat, everybody. Really unfortunate on the trap tile. You really want to see 5 whiz mummies here for maximum experience gain.
This is a very, very odd trap tile. 4 different enemies, so many different versions of this formation. It's very rare that you see this many birds here in this trap tile leading to the robot.
$9 gold, 9,000 gold. Ooh, a sun sword. A bottle. We have a bottle sighting from the robot.
iamtheschwarz does not have warp charges. He's going to have to walk this out. He made it look easy on the way in. He's going to heal up right now, see how many more magic shots he's got, as Monoci, on the other side, in the ice cave, digs out the incentivized rod.
He actually did have warp charges, but he didn't house before he came in, so he doesn't have any casts. Which I would mind. The way this is looking now, both of these dungeons aren't terrible. As both runners are going to have to walk out of here. Everybody say hi to Out of Bounds Bat. And you can kind of see here where Monoci's party choice has paid dividends with the extra nuke charges. The red mages are going to have more health than the black mages.
An interesting encounter that Monoci just had. 7 wizards, very dangerous from when we were kids. One of the new features here in Final Fantasy Randomizer, and it is live. Here's more wizards, and they're striking first. Monoci better watch out, they've got stun touch. Now 2 of his light warriors are paralyzed. Down goes the white wizard, but the one able red wizard fires off nuke, and Monoci slips out of that encounter.
And for his trouble, he's gonna get about 900 gold and a silver shield. Alright, now we will see where Monoci is going to head now. Looks like...
Sarda?
Yep.
iamtheschwarz with this risky play in the waterfall, walking out his bottle and his sun sword, so far making it look really easy, and he's nearing the exit.
Nothing of note in the Titan Treasure Trove. We have a loot sighting. So now all we're looking for are the slab,
the slab and the tail may be all we're looking for. And that could be interesting because if the slab is the item for purchase, Monoci may decide to skip ordeals altogether. For that matter, iamtheschwarz could make the same decision.
That would be an interesting decision given the life for the fighter and life 2. He's got a pretty good amount of charges with it given his party selection already. But it's an interesting option. We'll see if Excalibur comes into play here, perhaps. He may want to equip that. If he finds the Masmone earlier and soon, I would think that he might opt to go ahead and skip if he thinks that the tail is in Castle Ordeals.
Yep, we're gonna have Monoci checking. Oh, 2 gold, 107. He gets 412 for his trouble there.
Final Fantasy Randomizer and Randomania fans, we've got an update on the earlier match between Falconic and Zarby. Falconic takes it with an official time of 2 hours and 16 minutes. He moves on to 1-0 in the 2018 Spring Tournament. Congratulations, Falconic.
For as many like 120 to 130 seeds that we've seen an equal number of 2+ hours. The Swiss rounds have been very unforgiving. I saw Zeus Gauntlet and 1215 gold there. No good weapon here. Oh, we're gonna sell some stuff. So did Schwartz absolutely just skip going to the caravan to see if the item was there?
That might be a factor here. I don't believe we've seen Onrak or Gaia quite at this point. But that would have been a good time to stop right there. Speaking of the vendor item, we're at the 30-minute mark right now. Let's go ahead and recap the action so far. The King and Sarah both gave us the canoe and the cube. Mickey the Pirate, he held the crown. The Sage, down in Crescent Lake, he had the floater. The Robot in the Waterfall had the bottle. Sarda and his beachfront cave had the loot. Hidden in the ice cave was the rod. What's not accounted for is the tail. What that means is that the incentivized tail is located in Castle Ordeals, and there's Adamant for Monoci right now. Gives him more options and more things to think about. That being said, it's going to be an interesting decision if our players decide to go ahead and skip Castle Ordeals and that time save in that tail versus the advantage of going there, a quicker dungeon, and the options of being class promoted.
Is the tail one of the items that can be purchased from the shops?
Right, or the tail could be also a vendor item. The other item that we are missing is also the
slab.
The slab. So either the slab or the tail is in Ordeals. Correct. My apologies.
Schwartz did go into Onrak and check the shop. There was no vendor item there, so it's either in the caravan or in Gaia.
And we continue to find a lot of nice gear that can only be equipped after class change.
Alright, we're going to see Monoci going to the Cardia Islands now. Nope. He's going to skip that. He is going to check. Alright, we're going to see. Is it here? And it is. The slab is in the caravan.
So it looks
that
like
is a really trolly location.
It is as we predicted. The tail is in Ordeals.
And Monoci's gonna go for the tail. With Schwartz being a new runner, I wonder if he realizes that the caravan is a thing. Yes! Get him, Monoci! Get the Tyros! Get them all!
Monoci's hungry for lunch, fellas.
Nom 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 nom. Boy,
He's going back for seconds!
I think this is actually thirds.
Woo!
We in tonight, boys.
The Tyro right here is demonstrating the high magic defense that the character and the enemy actually does possess. Took a couple shots of nuke to take him down.
And if I was a giant
iamtheschwarz is in trouble. Rex. 2 light warriors down for the Schwarz, and he's stunned. His black mage is down, and his white mage is hurting. There goes his black mage. Wizards are hammering his white mage, and down goes iamtheschwarz. He wipes in the ice cave.
Just a bit of bad luck with the stun touch wizards, everybody's favorite. He doesn't want to go too fast, King of the Rururus. The Mummy Wiz Mummy fight is unrunnable, but the Wiz Mummy one is not.
Down at the bottom of the screen for both your runners, you can notice the shiny new tracker here for Final Fantasy Randomizer. We'd like to send a shout out to Bent Glass Tube for making that. He worked really hard on it so that you viewers can follow the action, so that us commentators can keep up with who's got what as well. So thank you very much for all that work you did on that, as iamtheschwarz picks up his progressive rod.
And while we're on that, why don't you guys go ahead and go over to Monoci and iamtheschwarz's channels, give them a follow. They're giving us a great show. This race is neck and neck right now. It's anybody's game as of now. So Schwarz gets out with his rod. We're going to see where he goes next. Going north. Probably to Gaia. Going to see... his quest item is here. It's going to be sad to know that it's not.
I'm beginning to wonder what you guys talked about earlier with the caravan. As iamtheschwarz know to check that. It's easy to forget. We've had it happen. We had it just happen the other day. The vendor item could be in the caravan. In which case it is right now.
I'm just curious if he even knows that the caravan is the thing. Being a new runner to the game, you know, if you've never played this game as a kid, vanilla, you may not even know that that's a thing in the game.
Yeah, it can be fairly tricky for new runners. I was actually that happened to me in my race earlier this week. That I went, checked all the shops like twice before I remembered the caravan was a thing.
And he's going to Sarda now in the treasure trove here by the Titan. As Monoci picks up his tail, it's gonna unrunnable zombie D's, gross.
Monoci's gonna make a mental note of that. Zombie dragons love to show up in the Temple of Fiends Revisited, and if they're unrunnable, this time, the next time, they're gonna come in a pack of 4.
Oh yeah, you forgot to click on Matoya and the Elf King on Monoci's side. Chat's giving you the business. So we now know where all the progression items are, and Monoci is in go mode, so his loot isn't exemplary. I don't think we've seen any of the top tier armor pieces, so I wonder if he's going to continue to check chests. He's got an efficient sword, he's got the gold bracelets, the opal bracelets, he found a pro cape. So I just think, I'm curious to see if he's going to hunt some armor, as we have Fire 2 RM kilos. So I'm guessing Monoci's going to go class change now. Nope, he's going to make a fool of me. I'm just kidding. He wanted the scenic route. Do we want to ask what you're doing in the underworld, Tsar? iamtheschwarz is going to do his crown quest. Blah blah blah. Words are hard. He's going to go get that super sick herb from Matoya. So he has Aegis Shield, Power Gauntlet, Heal Helmet, and Silver Armor is the best armor that he has right now. Which the Silver Armor is more... Oh, he's not even putting that on the fighter, never mind. So his fighter has no chest armor right now. Alright, and it looks like he's gonna go get his bottle. Heading up to Gaia. Nope, he is going to take the time. I was curious to see if he was going to do this. He knows the tails in ordeals, but he doesn't kill Tyros, so I don't like him as much anymore.
So I take it your team stake.
Yes, kill all the Tyros. They're so good for experience. This Tyro even bought a friend. I'm curious when Monoci's gonna route in to get his adamant. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The Monoci has the adamant. The Agama's uglier third steps on the Saria has been killed. Darkness. Do you think they just throw mud on you to cover your eyes? And they call it dark?
Seems like it would be effective. I'll note that over in Ordeals, you see I Am the Schwarz having a little bit of trouble right now. The columns have been randomized so that we don't know going in which columns lead where. However, with the red mages having warp, if you take the wrong column and find that you got sent further back, you can just cast warp to go right before you went. To go to the room right before you went to that column, and so you can maneuver through pretty quickly. It doesn't look like I Am the Schwarz is using his warp charges, so I'm not sure if he's aware of that or not.
I wonder if he's aware that there's actually a fourth pillar in this room that he's in, because he's been going back and forth with these three pillars right here.
I believe if you get something like 37 pillars in a row or something, you'll end up in a soft lock, so it could be interesting to see if that happens too.
I believe they fixed that. Will Cleosis can give us a confirmation on that, but I believe they fixed the soft lock.
Right, the Ordeals pillars soft lock. If you enter so many teleporters, it overloads the RAM. Something happens with the machine, it goes crazy. It has been fixed. I believe our dev team fixed that a little bit ago, actually, about 6 weeks ago. So that's been implemented, so there's no danger in soft locking anymore in Castle Ordeals.
Well, that's comforting to know.
See, if I'd known that in my race, I'd have never reset out of Ordeals like 4 times because I kept getting lost. Alright, Monoci has his bottle. Let's see where he goes now. Yes, Trix, the Excaliburs from the Adamant. The little dragon is cool. Not just now, Thelinios. We still have 2 more matches today on the Randomania family of networks.
Also on our broadcast partner, Speed Gaming. Speed Gaming 1, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Co-administrator of the league, our leader, Zardia, matches up against yours truly, Will Cleosis, as the encore from all the action. The Final Fantasy Randomizer in the first week of the Swiss tournament wraps up the weekend for the encore. Myself and Zardia, we're going to go at it on Speed Gaming, 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
So there's 3 more matches tonight? I can't keep up with all this hype.
So much action, so much drama, so many upsets happening already, so many strange things happening, item location, unrunnable formations, you name it. It's all happening right here on Randomania and on our other broadcast partner, Speed Gaming.
And I Am the Schwarz finally gets through the pillar maze.
So after tonight, we'll only have 3 more races, and then we'll be done with round 1. We have one tomorrow at 6:30. D Marine versus Tristal MTG, the 2017. I guess it was 2018, huh? He won the inaugural Randomizer tournament. And then on Monday at 8, we have Fuzzy Mage versus Edge Figaro. And at 10, Silverfire versus Lord of the Synth. Oh, we got exit for the White Mage if he, nope, doesn't want it. That's okay, Thelinios. We play the game and we don't know what's going on half of the time. Alright, now Schwarz is going to get the information that the zombie Ds are unrunnable.
is the 4 Zombie D formation that's in the Temple of Fiends Revisited this technically the same formation as those Zombie Ds? Are we in the sense of, are they going to be unrunnable as well, or is that considered a different formation?
We're not quite sure. We're not sure if it's the B side. Someone correct me. Do you know?
I believe it's going to be unrunnable. I don't know, do they count it as a different formation because that one's 1 to 2 and the one in TOFR is 4? Or 3 to 4?
That's my understanding.
It's a good question. Where's Introper when you need him?
Trenton, the question about unrunnables is that the Zombie D formation that was at the Trap Tile in Castle of Ordeals was unrunnable, and we were wondering if that means that the Zombie Ds in the Temple of Fiends Revisited is also going to be unrunnable.
Since it's technically a different encounter.
Correct. I believe it's an A and B side encounter. Yes, they are different formations, but my understanding is that the zombie dragons should be unrunnable in the Temple of Fiends Revisited. We're going to find out, that's for sure.
How sure for sure are you? Maybe we'll be lucky and we won't see any.
They could be. It could be a different. It could be the gas dragons that pop up there in that area as well.
That's always one you hate to see that's unrunnable. So we're 50 minutes in. We have found all of the items. Everybody is technically in go mode. As Schwarz is going to turn in his slab. Actually, no, I lied. He doesn't have the slab yet, does he? He hasn't checked the caravan.
So Chad has been confirming what you were saying, is that they are the A and B sides of the same formation, so the Zombie Ds in Temple of Fiends Revisited will also be unrunnable.
Alright, it looks like Schwarz is now making the play as more Tyros die. No, yeah, right there. Go right. Yes, yes!
I am the Schwarz figures out the caravan and the item. He knew then he went to go translate his slab, realized he didn't have it, but quickly figures out it was the vendor item.
So now essentially Schwarz is a dungeon down, but he's in go mode, so I'm curious to see how many chests they're going to check now, because like we've said, the fighter has a weak chest piece armor, so it'll be interesting to see if they do hunt for something a little better. Edgeworth would be so upset right now seeing all of these Tyros die.
As Monoci picks up his chime, he's going to head towards Mirage Tower. I'm interested in a recurring theme that's happening here in the Swiss round, the weapons. Masmoon, Vorpal. Monoci has the Adamant for Excalibur. That's a good option for him. iamtheschwarz, I don't believe, has that option.
No, he should. He's checked the keylock chests. Unless he just skipped Corneria Castle. Both should have the Excalibur and the Vorpal as options. We haven't seen the Defense Sword, although he has the Sun Sword, so we don't need the Vorpal Sword anymore. We can sell that. And Schwarz is gonna jump on into the volcano here. We'll see if he checks any chests.
I did not see the Adamant on iamtheschwarz. inventory screen. He may have turned it in and I missed it. My apologies. And have Excalibur already, but I don't believe that's the case.
I don't believe he has. Even with 3 sets of eyes, it's difficult to keep track of everything.
A discussion about endgame weapons in the chat room. We want to know what you, the fans, think. What is the best endgame weapon for the fighter or knight in the game of Final Fantasy? Is it the Vorpal with its high crit rate, the legendary Excalibur, or the very sought-after Mazmoon? Get out there and vote. Links are in the chat. We want to know what you think is the best endgame weapon.
The Wiz Ogre Groger Unrunnable. As we're gonna see Monoci checking these 10 chests here.
Yeah, Monoci's looking for a weapon. He's looking for a ribbon. He's gonna go ahead and make this move in this good density of chests here. It only takes him a minute. Doesn't look like he's finding. He did not find much though, guys.
So, fun fact for all of you guys new to the randomizer, if you come out of, what is that called, the Mirage Tower? If you walk north, south, or west, you can get an encounter. But if you walk east onto the shadow of the tower, it's actually a safe square. You can't get an encounter there. So we've still only found that one ribbon in the volcano. Good encounter to pick up here. It's 2 to 5 guards. If you get 4 or 5, it's really good experience to grab. Schwarz picking on a couple of the Agamas.
That Agama gave it to the Schwarz there a little bit. He's going to go ahead and bypass taking an extra fight or two. He's going to move on to go after Carrie.
Alright, let's see what Monoci checks up here in the Sky Cave. Nothing. I think there's 8 chests on that floor, 5 of them in one room, 2 in the other, and 1 at the bottom. He bypasses all of them. Goes straight down. I don't know if he's going to check another chest. Yeah, he's going to check these 4. Another Pro Cape. Nice pickup for his Red Mage.
Just the one ribbon for Monoci at this point in time. He's got it on his White Wizard.
Yep, we haven't even seen another one. Both players have checked the pretty close to the same amount of chests in the areas they've searched. Alright, everybody get your blessed RNGs in chat for the War Mech hype. We did see one in the Falcone versus Zarbi match.
And iamtheschwarz lights his first orb.
Alright, we'll see where he goes now. Snaking to it looks like maybe the Earth Cave?
That's definitely how it appears.
Alright, we're gonna do an Earth dive. I don't hate this, he's right here. Just jump in and get out. So I believe we have Monoci has the lead on weapons. He's got Excalibur, and Schwarz only has the Sun Sword. And Schwarz also has not class changed yet, though he does have the tail. We're gonna get our first look at Tiamat 1.
Monoci immediately firing Brack at Tiamat.
Was that 4 hits for like 40 damage?
Tiamat's got some absorb. He's already stunned the Red Wizard of Monoci, but Brack comes through. Poison smoke from Monoci. Down goes the Fiend to the air.
Man. He broke him. Broke him real good.
Broken into pieces. Poison smoke. Monoci takes him down.
Curious, I have not seen any fade charges coming out of the White Wizard. Has Monoci not gone back to learn that spell? I'll tell you what, Monoci is feeding the whole community tonight. Shai's right. Monoci gets blessed RNG because he's killed tons of Tyros. So Schwarz is checking a couple of chests here and there. The ones that aren't too far out of the way. A lot of undead here in the Earth Cave, so these Fire 3s at level 1 are going to be really, really efficient in clearing these mobs. Alright, so Schwartz is about a dungeon down right now. But making quick work. Ooh, he gets right out the gate and unrunnable.
We've got a request in chat from the Hangry Canuck for a recap. We are about an hour and 4 minutes into this matchup right now. The King and Sarah had the canoe and the cube. Bicky the Pirate had the crown. The Circle of Sages and the Sage had the floater. The robot out in the waterfall had the bottle. Sarda held the loot. Hidden in the ice cave was the rod. The vendor item was for sale. It was the slab. Over in the caravan, both runners picked it up. And hidden in Castle Ordeals was the tail.
And both players were in go mode before choosing to get the tail, so they took a extra few minutes to do that. Monoci is currently 2 orbs to 1. And Monoci finds the Massmian.
Fortunately for Schwartz, that's going to be in a location that he's probably guaranteed to check as well.
Yeah, there's about 5 chests that I think everybody grabs. Here are those 2, and then these 3 right here. And
I skipped the one in the corner because there's a spike tile in the way of getting that one.
Yeah, what do they call that? The Sharknado room?
I believe that's correct.
So we do have Massa hype. So Schwartz has checked a lot of these, almost full cleared the Earth Cave, and it's allowed Monoci to, he's almost going to be a full dungeon up on him now.
Interestingly, it looked when he first dove Earth that he wasn't going to check any chests, because he made it about midway through the 3rd level before checking anything, and then he's gone out of his way to check the chests in the lower level.
I wonder if he's also concerned about the fighter having no armor. It's definitely a cause for concern. I don't even think Monoci's knight has a chest piece on right now. We're just gonna go double brack because why not? Wow, 4 hits for 349 with that Excalibur. And Kraken breaks into a million pieces as well. This is what happens when you kill 25 Tyros. Monoci heading down to light up his final orb in the Cave of Earth. Schwartz is going to get his chime. And we kind of know that there's nothing terrible here in the Cave of Earth. So Monoci should be able to make quick work of this.
I'm not sure. Did iamtheschwarz translate the slab after he bought it from the caravan? Did he go back to Melmond?
I believe so. He did go back to Melmond. I don't remember if he translated the slab afterwards either. Yeah. I don't know if he translated the slab when he went.
It's a good question. I'm about. Oh yeah, Ruby hype, baby. All right. Monoci only gets to validate the run if he go feed the Hungry Titan. Feed the Titan. I guess we'll find out if he translated the slab. He does get the chime. He's gonna exit out of there and step out into the world and get some frost doggies. Everybody say hi to the vampire. Again. Oh, he's gone. The vampire is no more. Uh-oh, we got stun wizards. Here we go.
Nothing that a little nuke can't handle.
Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. And Schwartz is going to check these chests as well. Ooh. Flame armor. Did Monoci miss that? Why? I'm confuzzled.
Monoci did pick up the flame armor.
Oh, he did? Oh, he's good then. Just go, Monoci.
Subtle move here by the Schwartz. He takes the black shirt, equips it on his black wizard, takes the opal bracelet and moves it up to the other character.
Alright, and now Monoci is on Lich. The fighter didn't even swing. So we have all 4 orbs lit. We are going to the Temple of Fiends.
Monoci, with all 4 orbs lit, heads directly to the Temple of Fiends Revisited. He's going to enter it right around the 1 hour 12-minute mark.
All right, I want to guess how many wipes do you think we'll have here, guys?
I am the Schwartz exited and saved. He's going to go back into the Mirage Tower now.
Interesting strategy by Monoci to have the White Wizard with Mass Immune, so all 4 of his characters can do significant attack.
You need to get all 4 orbs to break the 5th orb. Oh, and the Phantom is not runnable today. Yo, that Hafu needs to go to the gym. He just hit the Phantom for 3 damage. And we do have unrunnable zombie dragons here.
Glad we got that cleared up.
Monoci just gained a level. I caught level 22.
Wyverns and worms.
Experience-rich fight on the earth floor of the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Except when they knock down your red wizard, Monoci's going to take this fight. He's going to gain some good experience. The green Medusas have low HP, usually a fire 2, maybe 2 fires 2s, a light 2, that sort of thing. Takes these down for 1800 experience on his way to the first Temple of Fiends Revisited boss.
Another nice 7 pure Medusa encounter.
Only a nice encounter if you can get through it.
Oh, it's unrunnable. That's why he's fighting it. Oops. And they have Cremate, Glare.
These green Medusas are giving it to Monoci.
Oh,
Thunder!
Thunder.
Out of a hidden thunder for the green Medusas. Only the white wizard is standing. Level 23 for the white wizard.
8,700 experience.
And only 1 level. Feels bad, man.
I think... Let's see how Monoci goes ahead, and he's going to fight it the same way. Cremate right out of the gate from the green Medusas. We didn't see this one coming, guys.
No, I think you only see green Medusas other than here in the Sky Cave, but it's not a very common encounter.
Meanwhile, I am the Schwartz is on the Bridge of Destiny, so we can still hope for Warmac.
Let's go, Warmac. Go get some Warmac hype in chat. Interesting choice to put the Masked Mune on the fighter.
Monoci85 makes quick work of carry 2. Anyone new to Final Fantasy Randomizer, watch Monoci run through this floor. Watch him hug the wall right here. He's going to walk down, hug the wall of any door that you walk into. You cannot get an encounter, and it does not count against your steps for an encounter. And believe me, with 6 packs of water right before Kraken 2, you don't want to deal with that. Kraken 2 is enough to deal with this late in the game.
I am the Schwartz pulling off the single brat kill on Tiamat.
Alright, so Schwartz is going to go to the Sea Shrine here, light up his 4th orb.
Schwartz is headed toward the Sea Shrine, but he's got to go to Gaia first. He's got to open the bottle, visit the fairy, and get the Oxyale.
Ugh, trans lobsters, gross. And cremate lobsters. How many times have we seen cremate so far? I give you O2. We have not seen nuke at all, or nuclear, so...
Very little information we got from the first two fiends. We have not seen Warmack. We know that they're in the spell pool. It's all 4-second fiend fights, Chaos and Warmack. Monochi's working on limited information here going into Kraken 2. A lot of people have issues with Kraken 2. He's taken out a lot of runners in the past.
Monochi's getting into the caution level for heal potions.
Nice starting round.
Ooh, slow 2 on your fighter. That's not great. And Kraken 2 down. Nothing scary from Kraken 2, really.
Yeah, pretty soft.
As Monochi moves on to Tiamat 2, I am the Schwarz picks up his Masmone. We haven't seen much again out of that spell pool. We've seen weaker spells. No nuke, no nuclear, swirl, tornado. Cure 4 is in that spell pool. We saw lightning 2, slow 2. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, he got thunderstruck.
Tiamat 2 immediately fighting Monochi, attacking with Thunder. Monochi firing back with Nuke.
Oh, and with only one ribbon, that hurts.
Zap from Tiamat 2 exiles to the 4th dimension 3 of Monochi's Light Warriors. He's down to the night and he's hurting.
And then he hits with like a truck. And then the nuclear.
There's the gatekeeper, baby.
Nuclear from Tiamat 2 takes down Monochi at the 122 mark. He's now got the information, though. He flew right through Lich 2, Carry 2, and what seemed to be a rather easy Kraken 2. Tiamat 2 is the gatekeeper tonight here in Final Fantasy Randomizer.
We don't. It could be Chaos. Could even be worse. And that significantly brings back Schwarz into this game. That's a big time loss right there for Monochi.
Schwarz also getting the Brat kill on Kraken.
Yep, so now we have 4 orbs to 4 orbs. And we will see him make his way in to the Temple of Fiends.
Fuchsia Fantasy, a very experienced player in this game, pointing out in chat that I Am the Schwarz has the black shirt equipped on his black wizard. A very interesting note about the black shirt, it resists zap. Both of our players have one ribbon that's also going to resist zap. That could be a factor coming up because that zap spell came out right after Thunder. Thunder's a skill, zap's a spell. With whatever Tiamat 2 decides to go with, those two are going to be a couple of his first options to throw at I Am the Schwarz. Zardia pointing out in chat again. He thinks Monoci needs more levels. Papa Foys, what do you think?
I think more than levels, he needs a little bit of luck on that zap roll next time. If any of his mages survive that, they have Cure 4 available to get the fighter back up, but if he can't survive zap, he's going to have a lot of trouble and will definitely need those levels to give his fighter a chance.
I am the Shorts outfitting his knights with spells. He's prepared. He's headed to the Temple of Fiends Revisited. He's going to enter there at the 1 hour, 25-minute mark.
So about a 13-minute difference in first-time entrances, but if you look, he's only a few... And oh, look at this. He is going to take some fights and get some levels.
Interesting strategy. Tilo, what do you think?
I think it's a very interesting move. He doesn't know it yet, but that could be the difference between him being able to get through Tiamat and not.
I mean, it's easy for us to sit here and say, oh yeah, this is a great play, because we've seen what Temple of Fiends Revisited has to offer, but this is pretty ballsy.
I am the Schwartz hovering around level 19 at this point, it looks like. This is probably a pretty good idea. At this point, from what we've seen, if we have this information, he certainly doesn't. He could probably get through to that air floor, in my opinion. But I don't know about this Tiamat too. Both players with only one ribbon, but he does have that black shirt.
I would have liked to see him exit. Now he's wasted like 4 nuke charges on these random encounters here on this first floor.
I think that's his plan. He's going to go ahead and use up all his spell charges, take down these high experience enemies as soon as he can, exit out, house up, and then decide whether he wants to go for a second round of this, or if he wants to take a shot in the Temple of Fiends. I believe that's his plan. Let's see what level he gets to here. 20. It's level 20 across the board. Oh no, he's moving on. He's going to go for it. Okay, level 20 right now, but he looks like he's taking more fights. This is the floor with the gas dragons. I'm a big fan of 4 gas dragon fights.
We're gonna get to see Tame Kraken 2 again. The best kind of Kraken 2. Although we didn't see how nicely she 100-hand slaps people this seed, so...
We didn't see any melee action from Kraken 2. We saw Lightning 2. After that, in his or her spell list, it is Slow 2. But from what I've seen, we didn't see any skills. Nuclear is a skill that could be in Kraken 2's arsenal.
Boy, this isn't very script shuffled. He did the same thing 2 fights in a row.
And gas dragons with Zap as well.
Zap on the gas dragon fight takes out 2 light warriors. The 2 light warriors that survive, the one with the ribbon, the knight, and the one with the black shirt, the black wizard.
Now he's gonna exit out, house up. He's got a house again. His white wizard only has 120 HP.
Tiamat 2 with a direct melee attack to Hat. The red wizard of Monoci knocks him down.
Poor Hat. Rest in pepperoni, sir. Alright, Zapparino. Oh, and it kills 1. Alright, he's got a fighting chance this time. Oh, that Oh, the Roos is gonna be big. I didn't think he could learn Roos.
Monoci with back-to-back lightning 2s opens the door for Monoci to attack him.
I think. Oh, nuclear! But Monoci gets through it this time. And with those fantastic Life 2 charges, we're gonna get our first look at Chaos.
We have not seen Bane, Cure 4, Quad X,
Nuke.
There's multiple nukes in this spell pool.
And nuclears.
Let's see if Monoci goes defensive or offensive. The use of the Roost spell was a very good move. It saved him against Tiamat 2.
Good turn order here for Monoci. And he's got 2 stunned party members now, though.
Chaos is toying with Monoci. Lightning 2. He's stunned 2 of his light warriors. While Monoci continues to buff up his knight in his attack, and his evade with invisibility 2. Here comes the Bane. We talked about that. Poison smoke to both red wizards of Monoci.
Well, he's got 6 Invis 2s off now, so the defense should be okay. That's just a matter of, does he have the healing?
$630 damage from the knight, followed by 427 is not enough to take out Chaos. 677 from the knight isn't good enough. Chaos is still standing. He says it's merely a flesh wound. Monoci using heal 3 to heal up.
And that's ball game.
Monoci finishing with an official SRL race time of 1:31.56.
Schwarz gonna give us the look at Lich.
GG's and congratulations, Monoci85. Can you hear us, and are you with us for your post-game interview?
I think so. Okay, I'm in. Yeah. What's up, guys?
Monoci,
Good game.
Congratulations. What did you think about the seed?
It's nice. The Massive Moon was free, so it's that. I mean, everything was free except for the bottle that was inside Waterfall, which wastes some time, but that's pretty much it.
Monoci, you knew the tail was going to be located in Castle Ordeals. Did you think at all to go ahead and perhaps skip that, save on some time, and not promote and make your move then, instead of promoting, which obviously you did and paid off for you?
First, I didn't have the Massive Moon when I was there in Ordeal. I had the Adamant, so I have to get the tail. The Massive Moon came late after I changed class already, so yeah, I have to grab the tail just to make sure.
So it came down to you wanting to have the endgame weapon of the Excalibur, is that correct?
Yep.
How about that zap from Tiamat 2? How did you learn from that, and how did you adjust?
So it took out all 3 of my mages. I was like, and it hits melee for like 300 something, and plus a nuclear. So my bet is just Invis 2 with all 3, and then cast a roost, and I'll be set for melee damage. And just as long as I keep my my knight's full HP, I should be fine with the nuclear.
Right, you wanted to protect your damage dealer. At that point in time, I think you were right around level 22, Monoci. Did you consider taking a couple levels in the Temple of Fiends Revisited, maybe to get to 24, looking 24, 25, looking for that extra hit, perhaps on the Mazmoon that you had found to go after Tiamat, or were you going to give it that second shot the whole way?
I was doing that before going to Kraken, but then I stopped at 23, and then it just didn't hit 24. So, and then when I go back, I just equipped the Mazmoon and was like, okay, we'll just do it the Invis way, defense first, and try it out. The screen on the screen on Randomania. Oh no.
Alright, good. I thought that was just me. I was like, what happened?
I stopped my stream.
And we're back.
Wait. Okay, we're
I'm
back.
hearing from Nora that we are coming back on right now, so we should be okay. Papa Foys, Tilo, any questions for our winner tonight, Monoci, who moves to 1-0 here in the first round of the Swiss tournament?
Is there anybody you're not looking forward to play in round 2?
Not really. It's all like around 50-50, even with Tristal and Reg, so it doesn't matter. Not much anyway, because I'm gonna face them anyway. Did I consider Warpo after Tiamat 2 wipe? No, I did not, sorry, because when I hit him, I did damage. It was not 7 damage for like 3 hits, so no, I did not consider Warpo. Not yet.
We'd certainly like to open up any questions from the chat as well for our winner tonight, Monoci. To update you, iamtheschwarz just took out Kraken 2. He's in for a little bit of a surprise with Tiamat 2. We're going to see how he handles it.
He's in for a pretty good time though.
I don't know if I'd consider that a good time.
Levels 21 and 22 for iamtheschwarz at this point. He should survive the zap. It's coming early with the ribbon on the knight and the black shirt on the black wizard. Thunder! Tiamat comes out with the thunder skill. I don't think we saw that in Monoci's stream. Puts a big dent into iamtheschwarz.
I saw that in the second fight. And then next one should be like nuclear or Bane, I think. He's in a big trouble here.
Oh, only takes down 1 with that zap.
Oh. The Mazmoon holder this down. That's bad. Did he find the power bomb?
Yes.
Did he run out of nuke?
Oh, and the poor... this isn't looking good.
Little defense from iamtheschwarz. His main damage dealer is down. The knight, the red wizard's down now.
Rest and pepperonis.
Oh, where's he going now? Oh, getting life too?
Tiamat 2, much like he did to Monoci, takes out iamtheschwarz on the first round. iamtheschwarz is going to go do some shopping. He's going to continue. Looks like he wants a piece of Tiamat 2. Let's see what he learned from his first trip through the Temple of Fiends Revisited and that battle with the Gatekeeper. Tiamat 2.
The TLDR of this seed was Tiamat 2.
We'd like to congratulate Falconic on your victory earlier today. Also moves to 1-0 here in the Swiss tournament, and he's asking for a quick recap, which we can do. Sarah and the King had the canoe and the cube. The robot in the waterfall had the bottle. Sarda had the loot. Hidden in the ice cave was the rod. The vendor item was the tail. It was for sale, a little bit hidden over in the caravan. Excuse me, the slab. The slab. It was for sale over in the caravan. Hidden in Castle Ordeals was the tail. The Circle of Sages held the floater, and Bicky the Pirate had the crown. We were able to find the our players were able to find the Maswin in a free chest along their way to go ahead and take out Kraken. So that's been the best endgame weapon that they've had. However, only one ribbon was found by both players. It was the same ribbon. It was in the volcano.
Isn't that great? The sages love giving the floater. It's good stuff. Better than giving their rods away, man.
Monoci, how much have you had a chance to practice the Swiss flags?
A lot. I think I did a few showcase and then the weeklies, and then I ran a few races on it. So probably like 10, 15 races on this flag alone. That's a lot of practice, I think.
Tell you what, man, this music is good.
What? What is good?
Music. How did you like this green Medusan?
Oh, it's good stuff. Cremate.
We saw you take it the first time, and I don't think any of us realized it was unrunnable. And then the second time, they killed 2 or 3 of your party members, and we're like, what just happened? And then your white wizard got 9,000 experience, and all was good in the world.
Yeah, too bad it wasn't the night. That would have been like really good.
Monoci, I'd like to ask you about your routing choice earlier in the game. Right when you picked up the airship, you did not go directly to the Cardi Islands. You did not go to Sarda and the Titan's Cave. I believe you went directly to the volcano. What was your thinking there when you got the airship? Did you feel you needed equipment, money? What was your thinking at the time?
I think I went straight to Provoca first, and I got nuked. And then once I got nuked, I was like, alright, I can clear Volcano, and I'm short of money on spells level 3 and up. So jumped straight to Volcano first, since nuke is pretty good, right? So I went there, grabbed all the chests, found a ribbon, and no weapon yet, and I have the crown. So after Volcano, I went searching for a warp spell, plus I need to pick up 1 level for, 1 charge for warp for Ice Cave, and I got that after Volcano too as well. So that was pretty good. So I don't have to take like an extra walk in Ice Cave. Since the warp spell was level 4, if I remember correctly. So go on Volcano first, grind some level, grab some money was my choice. did that work? Or am I quiet on the Discord?
I mean, you can't say it didn't work. You won, so.
Oh no, I mean my microphone.
Oh no, we can hear you.
You're good, Monoci. Great answer. Good, solid advice of your time frame and of thinking at that time. Because what I and the Schwartz did was kind of what we thought you were going to do. Go ahead and get some equipment, get some gold, and then potentially go ahead and look to get warp. But what we did agree on was the first thing that you did was go to Provoca and take a look at the item that came from Bicky, and had it been the tail, then you could have routed in at that point, getting the class change along with the Cardia Islands.
Yeah, if that was the tail, I would have go straight to Cardia Island, but that was the crown, so I went back down instead. I mean, Zardia Island chest is free, but it's spread out and you gotta drop a lot of tents. Considering that going to Volcano is almost the same thing once you hit the armory. Plus the nuke spells, you can pick up some level too, so it's much more advantageous if you go straight to Volcano.
Schwartz is again taking down Carry 2 and heading to the water floor.
Carry 2 was really good this season. It's only like 400 HP.
Monoci, do you think the number of Tyros that you killed played a role in the RNG on Brack kills you had on Fiends?
No, I was just hungry, so I gotta load up the meat.
Monoci, you must have been hungry because you went back to the table for seconds and maybe even thirds.
I think I killed like 10. I'm not sure.
You went back for like 25ths.
They were good EXP, man. I can't say. The wow, lobsters are really bad this game though.
We'd like to remind you that at 9 p.m. Eastern, coming up about an hour from now, right here on the Randomania family of network, it's the Green Cleric against Magius. Very, very interesting matchup. Also later on tonight, 10 o'clock, right here on the Randomania family of networks, it's Sforzando and a gentleman named Drumbordist. That one I'm definitely looking forward to. However, I won't be there because at 10:30 p.m. tonight, it's the encore for the weekend. Speed Gaming, our sister network, our broadcast partner that's helping us with the Final Fantasy Randomizer 2018 Spring Tournament as well. It's Zardia, the leader, co-commissioner of Final Fantasy Randomizer, and yours truly, Will Cleosis. We're going to end the weekend dropping the gloves, putting down the commentator mics, and we're going to find out who moves on to 1-0 for the first round of the Swiss tournament.
The way to pluck yourself, man.
No shame in his plug game.
That was good. Alright, if you pluck yourself like that, you better win, Will.
Much like yourself, Monoci, again, congratulations. Me and you are buddies. I kind of look at it like we ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life, Mono.
And we finally get to see what Kraken was packing with his fists as he takes out the knight for I Am the Schwarz.
Alright, come on, die. Nope.
And nuke.
How many nuke charges do he have? One down there. I think he should stop casting nuke and use lightning on the Medusas. I think he might be considering a crime. Yep, he is. He can spend moves here. Alright guys, I am gonna head out, and thanks for the commentary, and thanks Nora for the restream. Have a good day, guys.
GG, sir. GG.
GG, Monoci.
Once again, Monoci, congratulations. Thank you for joining us post-game. I Am the Schwarz is not giving in. He is going to go ahead and... Zardia points out in chat that it might be a good idea to go ahead and grind some levels. He knows exactly what's going on with Time at 2 right now, and he can take that information and adjust his strategy accordingly. It'll be interesting to see what I Am the Schwarz, what level he looks to grind up to here. Level 24 is a benchmark with the Mazmoon on that night. It's going to give him an extra hit. I've got to think that that's at least a target point. If this was me and I had those 2 shots at Time at 2, I'd be probably looking at least 26. Maybe get that 27th on the way there from the unrunnable Green Medusa fight. That should add up enough. And Gas Dragons with Zap, haunting everyone again. There's zaps all over the place in the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Takes out I Am the Schwarz White Wizard, but he's very prepared for that. He's picked up life spells on his knight. He's got the Red Wizard, so he's going to be able to go ahead and resurrect. He's going to warp off right now, but he'll be able to resurrect the White Wizard anytime he wants.
And it looks like he hit 23 on the fighter. So it looks like he's going to try to grind that level out on the way down. No, that's the Sun Sword. He never got the adamant. bad men are not being good.
iamtheschwarz has hit that magical level 24 for his knight. He's got his light warriors kind of all over the place. 22 I see as well. I would imagine that he's going to take a couple more fights, exit out, save up, and go in for his third dive. As Zap comes out again from the gas dragons, multiple zaps, takes out the 2 light warriors, and he knows that Zap's coming, guys, from Tiamat 2. And he's got to go ahead and prepare for that. It's coming early. He's got the nuclear, or I forget what Tiamat 2 had. Thunder. I believe Thunder was his first skill that he came out with. And so he's got to prepare for that. And looks like getting levels is his option.
Full Zap Dragons.
Level 25 now for the Black Wizard and the Knight. The 2 characters that iamtheschwarz knows are going to be the ones that obviously have the most likely probability, other than a 3 and 256, to survive the zaps from Tiamat 2. We'd also like to remind you that here later on tonight on Randomania, the Zelda 1 Battle Royale is on at 10 p.m. and the Zelda 2 Max Rando at 11 p.m. along with the Final Fantasy Randomizer Swiss League continuing at 10 p.m. and the match over on Speed Gaming at 10:30 p.m. between myself and Zardia.
And it looks like we have iamtheschwarz checking the key lock Temple of Fiends chest to hope for another ribbon.
The savvy move pays off for iamtheschwarz. Game changer. The defense sword. Multiple options he can do now. He can use the defense sword over the sun sword. That's what I would use. But the defense casting Roos ability could be moved around for his 2 main light warriors now. iamtheschwarz back into the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Gets a 3 gas dragon fight. Of course, the gas dragons come out with Zap. Who doesn't have Zap apparently in this seed? And he elects to run from them. That tells me right now that he's going to go and head on to the Phantom and move on and try to beat Chaos and tie him to the Gatekeeper in this seed.
Tiamat 2 has the Fun Police. Will we meet again, Phantom?
iamtheschwarz also has the information of the Green Medusa fight on the Earth floor, and their unrunnability status, and the fact that they can do some wreckage. They can definitely do some damage. So that's another little hurdle that he's going to have to go through, other than the Fiends, before he gets to Tiamat 2.
What stinks is he has no time resistance available to the knight, so he's really got to be relying on that ribbon on the knight, unlike where the black mage can wear the black shirt to get the resistances. If he had an option to do that with the knight, he could put the ribbon on one of his white or red mages and have a better chance at survival.
That's right, Papa Foys. He's moving off the defense sword now over to the sun sword. He's prepping for Lich. Lich is undead. He's susceptible to harm spells. He isn't weak to them, but harm spells can work. So a lot of the times with this first fiend refight in the Temple of Fiends Revisited, Harm 4 pops out in order to save a Fade charge or something along those lines from the White Wizard, or even a Light Axe can be used as well. But very savvy move from Ian the Schwartz. He's going to use the Sun Sword against Lich. Trix in chat is pointing out a potential option. Move the ribbon to the White Wizard. That would mean that when that zap comes out, we saw Bane later on as well, and also those lightning too that were very prevalent actually with these fiends, would make the knight rely on his natural M defense at level, I believe it's 25, he may be at 26 right now, to go ahead and resist those. Could be a risky move. Could pay off, but it's definitely an option to consider, Papa.
Then how do you kill him, though, if the knight dies?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. The risky option would be you'd have 3 light warriors, but the most susceptible one being a damage dealer.
Does he have dragon mail?
I don't believe we've seen the dragon armor in this. I don't believe we've seen the Aegis shield. 2 ribbons are missing.
I think he has the Aegis shield, but he definitely...
And he's using the Opal shield, it looks like. He's got the Opal shield equipped.
Bwah, bwah, bwah.
I believe Monoci had the Aegis shield, but I'm not sure if I Am the Schwartz got it as well.
Question from chat from Phil. Yes, there are multiple streams coming up. 9 o'clock right here on the Randomania family, Green Cleric and Magus. 10 o'clock here on the Randomania family, Sforzando and Drumbordist. Also over on Speed Gaming, Zardia versus Wilkliosis. That's at 10:30. All those times are Eastern.
Shameless plug.
The lobsters were a bit of a problem in this seed. They haven't seemed to be a problem here in the Temple of Fiends Revisited. They've been in packs, but they've been in low numbers. Ian the Schwartz fires out anti-lightning, a lit, to attempt to protect himself from Kraken 2. Kraken 2 with a direct hit knocks down iamtheschwarz Black Wizard. Only 124 damage from the Power Gauntlet. Sabered up Knight. Heal 3 coming up from iamtheschwarz. Another attack from the Knight. Critical hit 515 and 4 hits. Kraken 2 is down. iamtheschwarz going for round 3 against Tiamat 2.
Alright, we got it this time. The hype is real, chat. Let's get the hype up. Schwarz has been battling through the seed, giving us a show.
He's been fighting Papa Boys. He's not giving up. He's got the information. Let's see how he prepares for it. I didn't quite catch if he moved back to the defense sword. Does he go back to the sun sword, take the defense, put it on someone else, and use that as ruse? To get that 80 points of max evade? Tiamat 2's spells are doing the damage, right?
Yeah, I definitely think you keep the defense sword on your... Fine, equip the sun sword. Or actually, I would equip the mass mute on the fighter at this point. That's another thing we're overlooking, is he did the grind to get to 24 and never switched the fighter and give him the...
He did give the fighter the mass mute.
Oh, he does have it now? Okay.
Was that a light again? It is.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, the thunder is lightning based, so...
Defending the electricity and the lightning attack that he sees coming from Tiamat. Tiamat comes out in the first 2 rounds with direct hits and massive damage to iamtheschwarz's Light Warriors, but he does not take anyone out. Let's see how iamtheschwarz reacts. The elite defensive cast of the White Wizard knocks down all the thunder damage that he knew was coming from Tiamat 2. It was effective about a lightning 2, and a critical hit from the Knight takes down Tiamat 2. iamtheschwarz is going to heal up. He's going to move on. He's just steps away from the Chamber of Chaos. Savvy move from iamtheschwarz with a lit.
Really good call there.
Really, really good. That's probably, of all the races that I've watched, I never saw that one coming. It's got to be the most effective, non-traditional move that I've seen.
I have to second that. I'm not sure I've even seen anybody cast that spell outside of iamtheschwarz this round.
Is he doing it again?
Why not?
Worked for the last 2 fights.
Stop from Chaos, as we would predict, paralyzes the 2 middle Light Warriors of iamtheschwarz. He went defense. He used the defense and ruse on the Knight. Now Lightning 2 from Chaos puts little dents into iamtheschwarz. iamtheschwarz is firing Brack. He's going to attempt to break Chaos into pieces. He does not, however, have the X-Fer option. He has not stripped Chaos of his defenses.
Ooh, lucky. Bane misses everybody.
I am the Schwartz sticking with this strategy. Low percentage play, trying to take out Chaos with Brack. Using Heal 3 from his White Wizard. At this point in time, he's in pretty good shape. Except here comes Damage Poison from Chaos.
He's not being very nice.
I am the Schwartz running out of options. A big hit from Chaos takes out the Red Wizard. He's depending on his Knight here. 5 hits for 285. That's that 5th hit from that extra level that he gained for the Mazmoon. Magic shots running low. Chaos attacks the Knight, but he misses. The Ruse from the Defense Sword makes that happen. 3 hits from the Knight. Only 166. I'm the Schwartz might consider another buff from the Power Gauntlet at this point as he hits for another 371. The Mazmoon wielding Knight comes through with a critical hit, and down goes Chaos. I'm the Schwartz, congratulations. Sticks this seed out and finishes with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 37 seconds. Jack, get out your GGs and congratulate this man. I'm going to go ahead and get with I Am the Schwartz right now and see if he wants to stop in for a few words. Once again, we'd like to remind you that right here on Randomania, other than the heavily promoted Final Fantasy Randomizer Swiss matchups, we've also got the Zelda 1 Battle Royale at 10 p.m. and the Zelda 2 Max Rando at 11 p.m. And I Am the Schwartz has gone ahead and it looks like he's having some microphone things going on at this point in time. So he's actually not going to be joining us for a post-game interview. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here real quick. I think this was a good and competitive seed for a little while. The thing is that Monoci, the inaugural league co-champion, he's just really good, Papa.
It's gross. It's nice to see. You don't get a chance to see the elite runners run every day, but when you have a chance, I mean, they always put on a show, and Monoci definitely was fire throughout this seed. And the Schwartz actually, I mean, for the most part, it was close until the very end when Kraken killed him, and then Tiamat killed him, and then it was bad luck for the Schwartz this time through.
Yeah, it was a clinic from Monoci. You can sit back, you can watch him, you can learn a lot of things, a lot of little subtle things. If you can hear me right now, watch where Monoci parks his airship by the volcano. Just little things, and the way he adapted. He took the Wipen Temple of Fiends you visited. He took the knowledge, adjusted, went right through, and took care of the seed to move to 1-0 in the Swiss tournament. We'd certainly like to thank all you fans for joining us here tonight on Randomania. The action doesn't stop. We're going to get going again real soon here in really just a couple minutes. Tilo, any final thoughts on tonight's matchup?
For me, it's just I have to give I Am the Schwartz quite a bit of credit. It's not easy to go up against somebody as skilled as Monoci, and he held his own for quite a while. And then even after Monoci finished, going through after multiple wipes and Topher and just keep continuing to persevere to get all the way to the end and not just forfeit. I've got to give him a lot of credit for that.
I couldn't agree more. That's a lot of heart. That's gamesmanship. That's respect for his opponent. And that's just flat out love of Final Fantasy. And he obviously loves this game, entering the tournament. And he wants to take out Chaos and that Tiamat too that took him out. I think he wanted a little bit of a revenge. Papa Foys, any final thoughts tonight, sir?
I don't want to face either of these guys in round 2. That's for dang sure. Whether it's Monoci at 1-0 or I Am the Schwartz at 0-1, you got to run for your money here coming up in round 2 when you face these two.
Well, Papa Foys, you are 1-0 so far here in the Swiss tournament. So Monoci could be on deck. Oh,
Shh, don't tell people these things.
Monoci could be on deck for you. We'd like to thank Nora and Randomania for hosting us here. Stay tuned for a whole lot of action coming right up. My name is Will Cleosis. I'll be over on Speed Gaming at 10:30 p.m. to take on Zardia this evening and close out the weekend for our Final Fantasy Randomizer Swiss League first weekend of action. It's been great. So for Papa Fouise, Tilo, and myself, thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.
Shit.